Once we were a proud race, the children of emperors and kings. Now our people grow wild and stupid, little more than game or subjects seen only as oddities for entertainment. Who now could reclaim what glory we've long lost? Who now will rise as the beacon of our faded hopes?
What's up, everybody, it's Soule, and today we are back once again in Elder Kings 2, and if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll notice that I'm playing as a different kind of character today, and this is a Minotaur. This is from the Jams Culture mod. I had mentioned this in my submod video, where I had mentioned that he was working on a few different races for the mod, one of those being Minotaurs, another one, for example, being Ogres, which you can see one right here. For some reason, they start off as Oriel. I don't think he's set a faith for them yet, so that's something they're going to have to work on, because I don't think that makes a lot of sense for a lot of them. But there's a couple caveats I need to mention at the start of this, because this is not how this character begins. High Chieftain Domahouse Grimhorn does start off in Echoing Hills by default, just as a single county lord. Another thing with Minotaurs, they don't get any men-at-arms to start. They might spawn in with one randomly, but their men-at-arms limit is set to 0. You have to basically become a duke before they even get one. And then even then they'll just be able to get the one. They do get a new unique men-at-arm, which are Minotaur Chargers, which are a small pack of bestial Minotaur Berserkers prone to ramming down both enemies and barricades alike with their sharp, powerful horns. And so what I've done in the background is I've given myself the Wandering Hero, just the level 1 of the Knight perk, which unfortunately I meant to give it to the Right Doer, the plus, so like the first tier, so you get an extra men-at-arm regiment, but I could not figure out how to add the XP, so I just left it on there because it kind of makes sense that he'd be a Wandering Hero anyway. He also starts off default with Plunderer and Defender. I ended up giving him Strong for the prowess boost. He started off with the Serpent, so I just left it. And then for the Tourney trait, I ended up accidentally giving him the Horse, so he just has that. I didn't mean to do that. But I meant to give him the Footman because it does give you increased men-at-arms regiment limits. So I was able to get 100 Minotaur Chargers. Kind of some metagaming in the background, but it was the only way I could really get this to work. Besides that, he also does start off with Ariel, and instead of that, I ended up giving him the Cult of Heroes, which is what his wife worships anyway, so I felt like it made sense. And the Cult of Heroes is the people of Cyrodiil have many legendary heroes in their history, some of whom are venerated alongside the 8 Divines for their virtue and great deeds. Chief among them are Alicia, the Slave Queen, who Minotaurs are descended from. Her first child was a Minotaur and an Emperor. Pelennor Whitestrake and Morehouse Breath of Kine, who in the first era overthrew their alien oppressors, founding the first empire and modern imperial religion in the process. Apart from these, local heroes, saints, and champions of Cyrodiil are constantly added to the malleable and ever-growing mythos of Cyrodiil's history, which can vary wildly depending on the individual or region. I felt like this one made a lot of sense, also just because we were going to be taking Sancretor, and so my idea is that the Minotaurs of Echoing Hills, this leader, he essentially led them out of the hills, and he ended up taking this entire duchy of Sancretor for himself and for his people, and now he has settled in Sancretor proper. And we are in the once holy tomb, the ancient fortified city deep within the Jarrow Mountains. Sancretor serves as the spiritual heart of the Elysian Rebellion and birthplace of the Remen dynasty. Once a symbol of unity and sacred duty, it fell into ruin after the collapse of the Second Empire, its crypts defiled and corrupted by dark sorceries. Yet even in the ruins, the bones of the emperors whisper, and the faithful still dream of restoration. The once holy tomb now harbor necromantic energies and forbidden rites. Dread arises from the crypts, and few dare to tread there. However, since we worship the Remen, or well, not Remen, we worship the hero cults, we can actually restore this. So with 500 gold, we can end up returning this to the Golden Hill. We also will get a decision once we become, I want to say it's the 4th tier. You end up getting, where is it? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you end up getting the Sancretor decision if you are a Minotaur, so that would basically give you the chance to become a Dragonborn. It's fine. I just want to make a kingdom for these guys. That's kind of my goal. I was hoping maybe we'd be able to do that and then end up becoming like a Minotaur Emperor, but maybe that's something they have to add. Maybe that's something he hadn't considered. I would add that in the future just as an FYI. I'm going to give him the Martial Focus, and I guess I'll give him Overseer because I think that one's really useful. I'm going to probably give him Chivalry Focus just for the advantage in battle. I also did in the background end up making him younger because I think he was 50. I don't know what their default age is, but I wanted him to be like 33 because his wife is 31. I felt like that was more appropriate. His child's like 4. I'll also end up making him my ward. And I think Martial Focus is also important too, so we'll do that. Oh, I thought their name was Edgelord. It would be really funny, actually. As you can see, all of my people are Oriel. That's kind of an issue, but I'm going to try and demand a bunch of conversions on people here. As we progress here. Let's see, I'm going to work on swaying this guy. So my main dude, I'm working on converting the chiefdom of Sancretor, and I'm also working on increasing the county control. We could increase the development if we want to. That's another thing. Let's work on picking our deity as well. I think we should probably pick Alicia, even though that's just for stewardship. Ooh. Actually, Pelennor Whitestrake might be a good one, because I plan on moving up into Falkreath. So let's see. We get Saint Alicia, Pelinal. We get Morehouse, Breath of Kind. We get Remen, Light of Man. We get Bendu Olo. The Son of the West teaches us that to know your enemies, to know yourself. Adapting to your enemy is the path to victory. It decreases title creation costs, increases martial, increases piety. This one gives you a health boost. Honestly, the Divine Crusader seems like the best one. The Divine Crusader teaches us to be brave against our enemy, but to never succumb to rage and madness lest we lose all that we love. Let's become followers of Pelinal Whitestrake. And then with the added, so now he'll have 35 prowess, which will be great because we're raiders, so that we can actually go on raids, which is going to be fantastic. And I'm going to use that to get enough money to increase this, which will take about 6 years, but we should be able to increase the Golden Hill. I can create an accolade, which I will do to start off with here. I'm going to put it as you. I'm going to make it, I think, Idealist or Stalwart. I think Stalwart is better because it increases travel safety, which will be good. Disciplinarian. It looks like they just get the one. Levy maintenance is actually fine. They don't serve as a knight. Oh, I don't have any knights. I see. So we have to wait a second. We'll probably have to hit go first. I can grant this temple to somebody. I will grant this actually to... Not to you. Not to you. Probably to you. Or we could just do some of all skills and just find somebody. My Chancellor, my Marshal. Probably my Chancellor. Then they'll be more inclined to probably convert if I ask them to. 44%, not super high. I'm going to work on doing this because we don't really care about how other people feel since we're pariahs. The Chieftain of Syncrator I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, that's fine. Not employing a personal physician. Don't really have anybody that would be good at that. Let's recruit a personal physician since we're going to be going on raids. See if we can't find a Master of the Horse, which I believe will also give us a bonus to when we raid. Master of the Hunt. I cannot remember what the bonuses you get from that. I think it just gives you lifestyle traits. Nothing super crazy as far as that goes. Personal physician, court mage, caravan master. Nobody's very good. We'll get more people as we progress, obviously, along, but that's sort of like the gist. I had wanted to maybe make the Empire as a Minotaur, which could be cool, like the second Minotaur Emperor, but I think making ourselves a king is also a really solid option as well. Because I can do Holy Wars for kingdoms, but what I'm going to need to do first is probably end up taking a kingdom of my own. I could either take Bruma, like take this, or we could go this way and start raiding to start off with. I think both options are good. I kind of want to raid maybe first. See if we can get any prisoners. Wait, let me just hit go really fast. I don't think I have any knights, which is kind of weird. So let's grab some if we can. Our glory is widely known. We're not employing a personal physician, although he's actually decent, so I'll make my physician one. Or not my physician, my court priest, my predicant, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's no way to go into the tomb. It looks like that's not available, probably to pariah cultures, so it might be something that we have to become, like, get rid of this first, and then maybe we'd be able to do it. That could be cool. But let's let this increase all the way up to 100, because I think having 100 Minotaurs would be the most useful thing for me at the beginning. I'm wondering which direction we should go in. If we should raid, might be the better move, just to get a bunch of money, and then increase that. Can offer a hostage. Became the head of the Minotaur culture, which let's see what that is. Believed to have once been proud citizens of the Elysian Empire during the first era, the horned, bull-headed Minotaurs have been disowned by Cyrodiilic society as a whole. Cast out to live on the outskirts of civilization, they live in tightly knit clan groups, often seen protecting natural or mystical landmarks from outsiders intruding on their territory, which makes sense that they would hold Syncrator then. They're characterized as brutish and reclusive savages. Glimpses of their sacred origins shine through in their devotion to guarding the relics and ritual sites of the ancient ruins and wilds they now inhabit, suggesting a reverence for the past that is incompatible with their popular depiction as mere beasts. Nowhere, this culture is migratory, so they're not native to anywhere. And we get Fight for Survival, which increases we cannot hold recitals, we cannot hold board games. We have decreased levy maintenance, which is good, increases our garrison sizes. Isolationist, which makes sense. Stalwart Defenders, which is really, really useful. Mountaineers, which is also really useful because we're going to be holding the mountains around here, probably up to Falkreath. And then Only the Strong, which kind of sucks because you don't get a lot of men-at-arms regiments, but it does severely increase the strength of your accolades and or accolade glory gain, and then your men-at-arms damage and toughness, which is good. So those are both things that we want. Champion has arrived. I do need a champion. I'm surprised that I only have the one. I guess I'll recruit you. You are just a guy who just happens to be good at this. Champion of the Tor, I think would be a good name. Yep, create accolade. Boom. Nice. So he's a scoundrel, which will decrease mercenary hire cost, and then he's also stalwart, which will give us some travel safety bonuses, which is nice. And I think that could also mean that he could be our caravan master, maybe? Not necessarily yet. Maybe later. I'm just going to wait for this to increase a little bit more. And then my idea, because we do have a Trebus down here and he is doing this, and I would love to help him join or like fight that war, but I'm not going to do that. I want to get rid of these goblins. It's going to take a minute for my troop count to go all the way up. But they do 102 damage and have 110. I feel like we probably don't need to wait too long for this one. I could probably just raise my troops here. And then also just use some mercenaries, which I'll do right now. Mercenaries, let's just do the hack dirt irregulars because you get light footmen, which are good enough probably. Or we could do... Yeah, let's just do these guys. These guys are fine. And then I'll raise all my troops. And it looks like we get Khajiit, like the Khajiit on the map thing, the sprites, I guess, or the graphic, whatever you want to call it. Increase my level of splendor. I have a new champion. For some reason, my Minotaurs don't want to fight, which makes no sense, but I'm going to keep hiring these dudes. The 1,000 cults, as long as they're like kind of in my faith range, I'm doing okay. Because, again, I'm Cult of the Heroes, so that works out fine for me. My idea is that I'm going to raid these guys relatively soon, or at least these guys, somebody. They're doing a war for tyranny. I could probably also raid Bruma if I wanted to. Yeah, there we go. And it's over. Taken, done, good. And I think we hold Rimwatch now. I don't need to hold on to this though, so I'm probably going to grant it to somebody with the sum of all skills. Actually, you are not bad. Honestly, you could be my marshal. You could be my spy master. I'll make you my steward, since you seem to be a little better at that than she is. Nice. Raise local raiders. I kind of want to see who has raided what. My faith is too strong to be swayed by earthly words. I see. Oh, that's fine. If that's your conviction, that's your conviction. I'm not going to stop you. And we'll recruit you to court. I'm just going to keep recruiting different people to court. It looks like it's just going to be like Nordic peoples, just because that's kind of what we got to work with here. Oh, I had a new son. Rizlov, Calidus, Pelinal. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Some of all skills, 21, 23. I mean, the 17-year-old is fine, but you're going to lose prestige. You should also be raised in the ways of war because we're Minotaurs and we don't really have a lot of chances here. I love the name Pelinal, though, for a Minotaur. Ooh, bounty plunder, please. A lonely doll. I'll give it to Pelinal. They're going to beat them. I'm sure they won't beat me. New martial perk, which if we don't have Never Back Down... Prepared conscription is really good. The army gold maintenance decrease is going to be super useful for me. How many troops am I going to lose? Only 20, that's fine. I'll deal with that. Pay ransom, thank you. We are really making it work here. As far as... Uh-oh. I did not realize I was in another battle. Unbelievable, my man. Unbelievable. Absolutely based. So strong. And I think he can honestly return soon because then I'll be able to use that 500. And I will increase... Ooh, and we actually have... Oh, wait, that's stupid. I'm dumb. I was like, dang, did we really increase our levies by that much? But no, we didn't. It's from the mercenaries that we have, which I totally forgot we had gotten, even though it was like 10 minutes ago. You, however, are being attacked by somebody else, and that might be to my benefit. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the money that I just got and upgrade Syncrator. Blah, blah, blah. The Golden Hill has been cleansed, and faithful pilgrims once more climb its steps. The tomb of the Reman emperors have been restored, honored with rites and regalia, which fits the Minotaur way, so we'll definitely do that. Getting this to 200 would also be really, really solid for me. So I might raise local raiders again, just to try to get a little bit more gold to get that up to 200. Just like a whisper more gold. I might try to raid Falkreath. Bring me bounty plunder. I need a little bit more. You, I feel like I could definitely do something with. You can't be my court mage? What the hell? Are you sure? Okay, here we go. We captured somebody. A child, perhaps? Oh, you're queen. I'm going to hold on to her. I'm going to go turn this in. I have enough for the 200 that I wanted, so I'm just going to go and then let my troops recover for a minute. Alright, I'm going to disband my army, and then we'll work on this. And I will work on getting this tribal holding up to rank 2, I think. Actually, it doesn't say I can do that. What is the problem? I don't have plenary assemblies. Okay, that's fine. 100 gold. I'll take it. I'll use that for mercenaries then, perhaps. He is getting attacked by this person. I'm going to wait a minute until these guys are all the way up, and then I'm going to probably just immediately jump for his capital right here in the middle and break him up a little bit. It's virtuous to prize to have that. Okay. Convert to local culture, which is what? Colovian? Don't want to do that. Recruit a terrain specialist. That could be useful to us. Mountain specialist, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I wouldn't mind, however, getting... If there's a... Legion of the Brigand Emperor. There's none that add... Oh, it sucks because in my current playthrough, yeah, like getting a mage would be huge, but there's no small-time mage ones, which sucks. Order of the Forge? The House Carls? Probably not heavy infantry. What do you got? What do you have here in Bruma? Or, I mean, up here. And what counters Orc Marauders? They're heavy infantry, so probably these guys. These dudes would actually be really solid. The Yerpa Warband, if I could get a little bit more money. I could go raiding over here, actually. Could go into Bruma, get enough money to raid, and then go up here and attack the Kingdom of Falkreath. Sort of just, like, take these things down. That's 4. What is the city at? 7. What do we have up here? Is there any? Are there any? 610 for mages. Special mercenaries. They do have light foot marauders. It's going to take ages to siege down anything. We're going to basically have to rely on, like, entirely on just waiting. Converted faith is done. Convert faith. Let's work on just converting the rest of these, because I want them to all be my faith for Sancretor. I'm gonna lose another 20. 3 months? I don't really have 3 months. Oh wait, I guess you can't cancel it, huh? That's fine. I guess I do have 3 months now. I have no choice. Stalwart leader. Oh yeah, we'll win. Unbelievable. Capture him. Did he lose an eye? That's actually insane. You're not coming to do anything with me, are you? Okay, good. Jesus, I was like, what the hell? I didn't do anything. Yeah, if we can get up to... I don't even know. I don't know how we would do that. Oop. Bring me. Bounteous plunder, and I captured their king. So I'm gonna hold on to him, actually, for a minute. Look at this. King captured. King Harold of Bruma. Beat him in battle, and then captured him the very next day. Unbelievable, dude. What a baby. I could... I wonder if that's still in this. I doubt it. And some of you might know what I'm going to say. Temperate. Just is pretty good. That was just 4 Minotaurs. Temperate is solid, but we want him to be... Just, I think, gives you stewardship. Gives you a lowered intrigue. This gives you a... No, Temperate's fine. But I'm wondering if I can attack him. Because you... Oh, he escaped! You son of a bitch. So we have 600 gold. I want my troops to recover, so we'll wait till everybody comes back. And then I'll probably attack this dude straight in the middle. Because I want to make a kingdom up here. Since I can't do the Sancretor thing. Because I want this directly in the middle. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I have all my troops. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go right there. I'll raise all my troops. And I'm also going to get these guys. Where are they at? Watch me not even need this. This is going to be a waste. I can just feel it. It happens to me so often. So we have an army 4,000 strong now with the mercenary money that I ended up making. And it doesn't make this much faster. So I'm going to start moving people around. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into debt. I'm wondering if he's going to turn around. If he's like leaving and then he's going to come back. That's kind of what they like to do sometimes. So I'm actually just going to chill right here. I think once we take like one more, we should be good. Is he just like fighting somebody else? What is going on? Oh, he's fighting 2 wars. I see. I also did end up taking one of his court artifacts, which I'm just going to destroy for the money. We have the Battle of Ellen here, and we have the Custodian of the Cult of Heroes Holy Site, which, what does that give me for the Cult of Heroes? It gives me Blood +1 Martial. Not really much. We're doing great. And then we can also attack Helgen if we wanted to, like immediately. 6 months. I mean, I can just end the war too. I don't have to wait for him. He's probably going to take that long just to come around the lake. And then I'll have this, and then I can get rid of some of my other territories. And this should be tribal. Oh no, this is actually, it's feudal. Is that right? I could have swore these guys were tribal. That's really interesting, actually. I'll rally the troops. This will be over in a second anyway. Yeah, see, it's done. I ended up taking the Duchy of Falkreath in 2 years, and now I have Greypine Hall, as well as Moorgate. Ooh, I have a couple different places. We'll have to get rid of some of this. Anybody who's, like, good? My vassal? Actually, he's really solid, and he would be great. I'll give him these 3. I could also make him a duke, but I don't really want to do that. You are a fantastic marshal. Lord Mayor Zatar of Moorgate. Look at this dude. Absolute beastly boy. And then I'll try to get you to convert. I have a tax collector. Apparently my marshal's really good at collecting taxes. I assume he just fights people. Do Frontier Conquest is fine. That way we get the bonus to prestige and stuff. I can create the Duchy of Falkreath, which I will do here in a minute as soon as I have 125, because I would like to have this. And we've expanded pretty well. We're going to have to wait a little bit for this guy to go away, but I should be able to break him up enough. I cannot extend them because they're way too expensive. Zealous is probably pretty good for you. Brave is probably a little bit better, so let's do Brave. There it goes. Beautiful, done. And then on the next turn I'll be able to make the Duchy of Falkreath, which I can do right now. And now I'm the Duke of Syncrator and of Falkreath. Nice, hell yeah. Of course he ended up getting Conqueror. Why does the game hate me? Oh my word, that's like the worst possible thing that could have happened. Holy War for Duchy, I would end up taking all of this, and I think this is all part of Falkreath. So having both of those and then like moving him out would probably be the best way to go. I may end up just attacking him right away. I'm going to use what little troops I have left, or what little time I have left with these mercenaries to my advantage and try and just like rush his capital. Golden Hill is done, which gives a insane bonus to men-at-arms, and I wonder if what that would look like. Actually, what does it mean, or what do I need to upgrade it again if I wanted to? Only 700. Is a Beacon of Spiritual. What the hell? 700 gives you. Increases holding taxes? Dang. Oh, wow. So it like doubled my holding taxes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. All right. Consecrate Bloodline. Cast off Pariah Standis. Yeah, so it's still not on there. I'm going to just try to beat him up here in the mountains. If I can catch him really quick, this could be the end of the war. These are going to go away in 2 months. I just need to use these extra troops while I got them. 30 days. 0 days. It's probably going to go away. Done. Managed to do it in 7 months. Done, done, done. Beautiful. So now we have Helgen. And I can create the Duchy of Helgen too, which would be really great. And once this guy, he's going to get knocked down, and I will end up becoming the King of Falkreath, and I'll have this beautiful big circle kingdom, basically. Yeah, that'll work great. What I need to do, though, I really need more troops, like, desperately. I can give all of this to different people. Orphan Rock that would be really solid to give to, like, somebody like this would actually be really solid. He's really, really good at stewardship. I can probably get him to convert. This guy's a rival. He converted to the Cult of Heroes, and I think I can probably put him somewhere else. He's not a powerful vassal yet, but I'm sure he will be. I'm going to give him this, and I'll probably end up making him a duke later. So he's trying to fight them. You're really weak. I might just attack you. I don't probably need to do this either. What is this? You would head up... Oh, well, I mean, that's not going to do a whole lot for them. Deviant? No, buddy. Buddy, you're not a deviant. That's crazy. He's like, I just really like... I mean, he's into kink, okay? Why are we hating? Knight effectiveness is really good. Knights are better, and holding on to some strong knights would be super beneficial to me. I do have one dude who's like 23. Please don't come up here. That would wreck me right now. Let's see. He's actually not bad at this, so we could put him here. Okay, so he's good as a chancellor. That's fine. We can do that. This will end, and then we'll attack him. I'll probably end up just getting the same amount of money again. Increase control. I'm gonna have you keep working on that. You go from Warden now. There we go. Beautiful. And I probably will end up giving this guy this as well, just because I don't need it. Am I fighting against you? Oh, I am. How much money do you owe me if I win? 233? Well, I stumbled into some absolute gift, didn't I? And we do have superior quality, probably because of our knight effectiveness now. So now we're like a 4-star. So I think we're gonna honestly take this really easily. A worthy challenge. My old fellow Miashnak has been active in a very strange way lately. He has been extremely rude to his courtiers, peasants, and servants, sometimes costing them their very lives. Talk about the king getting mad has reached my ears. While pondering about it, a deep, brash voice invaded my thoughts.
Power's intoxicating, isn't it?
Oh, what the hell? What is his prestige? Oh god, I might not win this. I died! Oh boy. Obviously I reloaded. General Atrebus is killing it. He's about to win this for sure. I've actually never done this run. If you guys want to see me do Atrebus, I would definitely do it. I've never tried it even. I've seen it. I've never even given it an attempt. It could be interesting. And that was really easy. I pretty much just inherited the end of that war, so I'm not really gonna claim that I did too much there, but I have a couple low county controls. Let's recover some troops. Cloud Ruler's chilling. This guy's really strong. I do fear that he may attack me, and I would not be able to do much about it. He would probably give me the business. Spare no expense. How long is this truce with you till? 3 years. Nope. 24 months, and then I would basically attack you for actually your whole kingdom, and I can do one of these per lifetime, which I need. I don't even need to do anything. I can just do it once this truce is over. So I will do that for sure. Oh, he ended up getting skill tactician. He's a follower of Morehouse. He's reckless. He's actually why is his hair so glorious? My boy looking handsome. He definitely needs a child, so I'm gonna have to marry him to somebody. There's no great Minotaur kingdom, so he's gonna just have to deal with somebody. Anybody. Lose a little prestige, it's fine. He'll get it back. How recently have you been raided, good sir? Because you probably got some money chilling over here that I could use. Oh, you do have some money. You definitely have some money. 25? I'll take it. 29? Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Bunch of oh, yeah, that's what we're looking for. That's what we wanted. That's what it's all about, baby. Let's actually just go home. 500 gold, and then I'll get another 100, so I will be able to attack him when the time comes. I'll be able to get those men-at-arms, or I mean, the mercenaries again, I should say. Nice, raid loot delivered. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And he's actually not losing any prestige monthly anymore, which is kind of crazy. 8 months, just gotta hold out. I could use that money to increase this. The challenge. Who the hell is this? Why do I look like that? This guy wants to practice duel me. Why was I wearing Ordinator armor? That was actually really funny. It's coming down to the wire. This guy's still really strong, but he's going to keep on attacking these other people nearby him, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And then I will take this, and I will be ready to go. And I think the Minotaur cult actually should be... I'm surprised they're evil, that they don't like me. Oh, he's a follower of Hircine, too. That makes sense, as you would be. I think they view, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. Followed most prominently by the Dreadhorn clan, the Minotaur cult worships Hircine in his aspects as the father of man-beast. They see Minotaurs as a pure form of lycanthropy, one permanently suspended in their exalted space between man and beast. Actually, that makes a ton of sense. I do worry that if I attack this guy, Whiterun might freak out. Yeah, I want your kingdom. I have one holy war per lifetime. I actually don't even need to get those mercenaries, probably. I'm just going to go directly for it. How long would that take me to siege you? Because if it takes longer, I can just grab them. Pelennor has become ambitious, which is great. I can give you... I'll give you my son as a hostage. I'm going to give Pelennor to this guy, because I do worry about him being, you know, crazy and kicking my ass. But I don't want to waste this money, so I'm just going to hold on to it for now. I fear that if I throw it away, it would not be good for me. Let's see. I'll have you work on the Twilight Woods, which was just 7 months. I'll have you work on Foreigners. How old are we? I hope he's happy there. They shouldn't attack me. He'll get like a severe penalty if he attacks me. It's usually how that works. Grapevine Hall. Death of a warlord! News from the Imperial province. The warlord Atribus, who was leading a rebellion against the potentate of Cyrodiil, has just died. Without his leadership, it seems his cause has died out as lords and subjects get back to their castles and cities. Not all is good for the former potentate, however, as the lords that were supporting him have retracted their support and do not recognize him as their rightful potentate anymore. Troubling times are still ahead as all of Tamriel seems to fall into chaos. Well, how did he die? He flagellated himself to death. Dang, he was stressed. He was irritable, he was flagellant, and he was one-eyed. Good lord. Poor Atribus. So I just got Soldiers of Lesser Fortune, which made even the most expensive one only 452. So I am actually going to grab those guys now. This is all surrounded by mountains. This is probably actually a really great natural border for me. And then stopping here at Whiterun. I don't think I need to get... Well, actually, that's his territory, so he can kick my ass. Because he's got what? Jesus, Whiterun horse archers. Wait, Whiterun has horse archers? I guess they would? I know that's from that mod. But I mean, I guess that makes sense. All right, we're going to take the capital here in a second. I think he's... I'm heading down to Falkreath to resupply. I'm going to send you guys down too. Fighting these dudes, I love the way the orcs look. And you can see the, oh dang, he would win that? For real? Really? That's actually insane that he's so much stronger than me. If he wins this, I mean, there's no way. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's not. Our champion was slain? Jesus. That was insane. Did we capture him? Oh, Voluminous. Oh, our actual dude, our accolade, he died in the battle. Dang. I mean, that's a good way to go, though. But we also just won, so here we go. GG, kids. We are now the king. We now have the Kingdom of Falkreath, and I can make it right now. I have to usurp it for 500 gold, which I do have, so it was a good thing I saved those. Oh, boy. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, dear. How much is this going to cost if I win? 235? I'll take it. Also, am I a king now? He doesn't look any different. I gotta give this man like some drip. He looks dumb. Rightful rulers is good. Let's do that one. Give myself some legitimacy bonus and then also increase the other thing. Is somebody still trying to kill me? No, they're not. Good, good, good. I'll end up taking this back. I can create new grad, which I will do, actually. And I'll end up giving this to, I think I have a vassal over here who's in charge of this. Helgen. I'm gonna give you the Chieftain of Helgen, because you deserve that. You are gonna get the Chiefdom of Newgrad, because you are really good. And create another accolade. A second accolade has just hit us. My player Aaron's son could be the Hero of Sancretor, which could give Tactician or Disciplinarian. So we'll do the Fire of Sancretor. Create accolade, which is my son. Successor would be this person. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. I love that. We'll recruit more people. Yeah, we actually ended up making up. It's done. Thanks for the money. 226 gold. And I can now I can station these guys in Sancretor, probably. Give that bonus. Nothing crazy. I can also ransom this guy, which I'll do. And I can't create the Duchy of Sunderstone, which I'll do as well. I gotta get rid of some of these now. Let's look at the Duchy map. Sancretor. Where's Sunderstone? It's up here. Who is in charge of this? Oh, it's me. Oh, I see. But these are all tribal, so I actually might hold on to these because I can actually upgrade them. Or this is tribal at the very least. They're both tribal. Okay, okay, okay. That's good, actually. Because I can get rid of Warden and Twilight Rest and keep the other two. Then I'll have you convert. I'll have you hold on to those. Beautiful. And there we go. Now I'm the Kingdom of Falkreath. And I have about 5,000 troops. Most of those are mercenaries. He doesn't actually get that many. But it's not too much to maintain those mercenaries if I really wanted to. I'm sitting next to a conqueror. But we did exactly what I wanted to do. What I would like to do. Could take your Duchy of Sungard. I don't really want to take too much more, though. I'm pretty happy with how big we've gotten. That way would just be migrating. This way would just also be migrating. This way would be... Oh, I see. I would be fighting for my de jure. And we have hostages with you, that's right. Okay, so we have the Rift here, which they would just be kind of chilling. I don't need to take stuff from the Iron Hand clan either. Let's see here. So he's 49 years old. We've been playing the game for 16 years. He ended up going from... I mean, obviously we were a duke, but, you know, he came down from the hills of Echoing Cliffs, we'll just say. He took Sancretor for himself, for his people, and he has renewed it, and he has also ended up becoming a king, the King of Sancretor. I think we need to give this guy some proper drip. You know what? I think this kind of works. I think this is... Does he have a tail? This must be like a Khajiit model. Do Minotaurs have tails? Is that a thing? I don't know. He looks pretty sick to me, though. I'm gonna go with this. I think the shirtless look with the crown is pretty dope, actually. Oh my word, that looks fun. The Duchy of Falkreath. I don't really need the Duchy of Falkreath. I could give it to you because I can grant this to... Let's see some of all skills. I can grant you a title. Grant you Falkreath, and then I can grant you the High Chiefdom of Falkreath, and then you could be happy. Because I don't need it. I would lose 3 gold, but that's fine. And we're gonna have you do this, blah, blah, blah. So he's not my steward anymore, it would be you, apparently. Which is fine, again. Still getting 7 gold a turn, I can take that. And then should we just go on like a big raid? Honestly, what if we raided the Imperial City? What if we raided the Imperial City, guys? What if we did that? Would that be cool? Would that be a cool thing to do to end this? Because I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with this. Because I have a truce with them. They're probably not going to attack me. I'm holding Sancretor. I've restored it to at least part of its former glory. I could technically raise it up 1 more. I think we can upgrade that again. There's nothing that would let me get like any more men-at-arms regiments, because it is a shame that I can only hold these 2. I just have some bowmen and Minotaur chargers, which isn't really that great. It's fine, right? But other than that, I've had a lot of fun with this. I do think that they need a little bit more work. I think the Minotaurs need to have probably less penalties. I had to do a lot of background stuff for this to even make any sense. I also really want to do something with Red Crow, which I think is... This is you, right? Yeah, Ferric. He's really cool though. He killed his dad. He's like a Reachman, and he holds Markarth, and he's a great character if you want to restore the Reach and like put it back together. Really, really cool. I would love to do that. I love the Reach. It's probably one of my favorite places lore-wise. But let's raise local raiders. If I couldn't raid the Imperial peninsula, it's a little too small to raid the White Gold Tower, but it's not too small to raid the outskirts, which is what I'm going to try and do. Go on one great raid, and then we'll call it good. And I'll be satisfied with that, because we really did the thing, I think, in this one. You know, I always try to, like, do something at least a little bit different each time, not just conquer, like, the same things, or, like, try to give myself some story incentives or whatever. And I think that we did that for the most part with the Minotaur. I am disappointed that we couldn't probably do this, because it would take, I would assume, too long. Because what would this give us? We would lose Disorganized Army, which would probably mean I'd be able to get, like, a couple more Men-at-Arms regiments, which is cool. Let's raid the Elven Gardens. So I'm raiding the Elven District, and I'm going to raid the Temple District, which I don't think he would actually do. Absolute Control would be really useful. The Waterfront. I wouldn't mind raiding the Arcane University either. Just because, just for fun. Let's work on Sunderstone. Yeah, I'll hold on to Sunderstone, I guess. This guy wants a seat on the council, which I think there's no spots for you. I have too many powerful vassals, so sorry. Are you going to attack me or no? You are! Ooh, am I going to beat you? Oh boy. My son Pellinal has returned home. Yagnus died, but I did end up just wiping his army just now, so I mean, isn't it worth it? Isn't that a little bit worth it? So Pellinal's of age. There's really not a lot of pickings out there for wives, unfortunately. Ooh, did I captured the Archmage. Could raid the Waterfront, even though they're poor, but I guess, you know, I don't care about that. He's evil. Bring me bounteous plunder. So we've gained 230 plunder from this. I will just attack Fort Legion just because I can, just to prove to them that I'm better than you, and that I've now raided the entirety of the, you know, what is this called? The Imperial Isle. Could attack them too. I could just go raiding all over here. Why is Eastern Skyrim down here? What the border gore? That's insane, actually. I don't like that. Beautiful. That's what it means to be a winner. I'm gonna go home. The Terror from Sancretor. Perfect. I knew he was gonna get raided. Yes. Wonderful. I think he's really lived up to his name and his namesake of the follower of Pellinal. The prowess, the piety. He's really done the thing. I think, though, we could probably switch. Even though, oh man, the faith hostility advantage is really big going up north. And I honestly can attack them like right away, so I'm probably just going to attack them like immediately for my de jure territory. Or I could attack them for this entire duchy, which would be big. Whoa, look at their baby head! Osla. Osla's cute. That was adorable. I actually can't stand how cute that is. Let me attack you for this duchy. Oh, the clansmen. Okay. Yeah, I would like my de jure. Well, actually, do I have all the de jure land otherwise? I do, except for that. That's the only thing I don't have. So we got to take the rest of our land, because this is our island, I guess. So I'm going to just go take that real quick, and then we can call this one good. And I've had a pretty damn good time with this, I must say. I was really, really excited to play as a Minotaur. Although I would be lying if I didn't say that I was a little bit hopeful for maybe a bit more, but that's fine. Oh, I know you are dedicated sword in the divines. I hope, therefore, you would look in sympathy on the fact that our duty to weighs on our ability to do the hero's work. Reduce theocratic tax. I gain 100 piety, sure, whatever. He's a pious man. Actually, we should do a pilgrimage at the end to Sancretor, if we can, just to finish it up. I think that would be smart. New martial perk, so we have Overseer now. And unfortunately, I would need all two of them. Oh, God. Conquest of the Land of Orphan Rock. Oh, dear. This guy wants Orphan Rock. I've made a mistake! Actually, that's fine. I have enough money that I could hire mercenaries if I wanted to. You guys. I'll have you continue on this war while I go over here and deal with this. Uh-oh. These take too long! Get in there! Oh, there we go. Whew. Whew. Jesus. That would've sucked. Who is this guy? I cannot believe you actually attacked me. Oh, the Rift. The whole Rift just came down here and said, hey. Terrible idea. Looks like Bruma has come up to try to attack me, so what I'm going to end up having to do is spending even more of my money on mercenaries. Uh-oh. That's not good. Of course, both of them got yeeted. Who the hell is this? Why is Kvatch helping you? He actually might be able to hold out against this. Yep, he will. Unbelievable. Blessed be the hero. So he ended up capturing this dude in the war, and he has to pay me 709 gold. Okay, okay. I was actually really worried that he was going to lose that one. I kind of want to... Damn it. They just took my thing back. I need to win this war. I got to get my troops back together. With 1,000 troops, I may also drop this like right here and see if I can't call in any mercenaries. Oh no, he's got it. And he's beating the Conqueror next door, King Harold. Dude, Harold, do you remember when I captured you like 15 years ago? That was good times, huh, bud? 2 defeats, but managed to turn it around in the end. That's what we like to see. That's what it's all about, really. A wild giant bat appears. What the hell? Hire someone, fetch my axe. Yeah, I'll kill him. Of course he would do it. Look at him. He's an absolute G. 43 prowess. I think he's even lost some. He's lost 2 because he's wounded and 3 because he's aging. If I can hold on to this, I should be able to take that and then we'll be done. And we'll have improved this. He's rebuilding Sanctuary to the 3rd level, which would be Sanctified Necropolis of Sanctuary. So it'd be like a holy site. I'm managing to hold this guy. I think I have him as prisoner. Hold on to this. I'm getting the war score from holding that area. We're getting 10 gold a turn. I'm making so much money now. Beautiful. Done. It's Jover. I've gained the contested territory. I have beaten Whiterun in a war. I'll take it. I will take it. Never back down is good. I can now ransom King Harold for 200 more gold. Unbelievable. You can't write this stuff, man. I am actually going to do a pilgrimage to Remen. Pious pilgrimage. Just literally, if I can't, I guess I could do it to... I can't do it to where I'm standing. It won't let me. I would go to the Temple District. We'll hire experienced mercenary guards or like jungle stalkers, mountaineers, forters. Does something. Super expensive. I probably won't get anything. The sword of the... What, are you serious? While heading towards my destination in the pilgrimage, I spot a bright shimmer in the distance, almost like it was calling me from afar. As I approached the site, I immediately recognized the object that was emitting such a bright light. It was the sword that Pelennor Whitestrake himself carried into battle. Made by Archay. Oh, joyous day, I fall to my knees and start a fervorous prayer to my patron god. Touching it reveals an inscription on the rock behind it. Honor the earth, its creatures and the spirits, living and dead. Guard and tend the boundless of the mortal world. And do not profane the spirits of the dead. Praise Archay. I have now gained the sword of the crusader. Also, Pelennor is in this, and he looks... horrific. Hanna, his spouse, canonically gay. His origins were obscure and esoteric, his presence a riddle of violence and glory. He was known by many titles, but Pelennor, the Star-Made Knight, was adopted by his followers as his name. He's possessed, follower of Shazar. He's immortal. Unbelievable. How did he die? He was cut into 8s by the Sorcerer King, King Umaril, the Unfeathered of the Heartlands. So the Sorcerer King, King Umaril, relentlessly harried the Elysian uprising until Pelennor Whitestrake slew him. Pellennor's mad assault left his face disfigured and his wings unfeathered. Praise Archay. I have just gained the Sword of the Crusader. A sword created by Archay and given to Pelennor Whitestrake, the Divine Crusader. It is rumored to burn with holy fire and deplete the magical energies of those who are stricken with it. I would say that that's a successful proof that I am a holy warrior. Please make the Sword of the Crusader more pious. It's like literally one of the most blessed artifacts in the entire world. And they're like, please, it's not pious enough. It was not a very good pilgrimage. However, I literally wouldn't have gotten the Sword of the Crusader if I hadn't done it. So obviously I did it. That's crazy to me. I also heard that there was in this mod, because I'm pretty satisfied with this. There's a bunch of new ones, but somebody told me they added something called Sea Orcs. Who the hell is this? A violent and fanatical cult born in the ashes of the first Orsinium after it fell around 1E1000. Their fanaticism drove them to try to slaughter every Breton and Wedguard they could find. Redguard. For every real and imagined slight perpetuated by them upon the orc. I don't know why I'm laughing about this. This is actually insane. The hell? And then they are Sea Orcs, a ruthless people who rule the waves between Yakuta and the Iliac Bay. The Sea Orcs are composed of various gangs of Orsimiri pirates and privateers, launching swift and savage raids against coastal settlements and merchant vessels across the western Tamriel seas. Their society is clan-based but meritocratic. Chieftains and admirals rise and fall by the sword, every marauder earning their keep through plunder and bloodshed. Feared by sailors and peasants from Yath to Borealis, the Sea Orcs have earned well their status as the scourge of the Eltheric Ocean. And so he's right here in Kavala. And do they get any unique men-at-arms? They get Abyssinian pirates, which makes sense. Oh, the Heartless Horde is actually taking a bunch of stuff. Usually Admiral Velik struggles against these guys. Maybe they've made him stronger since, I don't know, but he's war mages, so that probably helps. And of course the Malmer are gone. I always like to check. There's a bunch of new cultures for that. Obviously the Ogres are another one, but I was really curious about the Sea Orcs. That's super sick. I'm very satisfied with this though. This was a lot of fun. I hope that you guys give this mod a try. The Jams subculture mod, I'm going to pop it up on the screen right here, so you're going to see it in front of you right now. It's really great. I think it's probably one of the best submods. It adds so many new things that you can do down here. But that's going to be it for me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the rise of the Minotaur Kingdom of Falkreath from their realm of Syncretor. In my mind, I really am kind of disappointed because, like I said, normally when you hold Syncretor, once you get exalted among men, you can do a decision to where you can potentially become a Dragonborn, and you also end up claiming the family name of Cyrodiil. And I kind of wanted to do that, but again, it wasn't a possibility for us. However, we did end up becoming quite a holy warrior, making a kingdom for ourselves, even though I had to do some finagling. And we also ended up getting the sword of the Crusader. So, I can't complain too much, but that's going to be it for me. As always, I'm Soule. This has been another Elder Kings 2 video, and I will happily see you in the next one.